Hi everybody, this is Odd Samurai, and today I'm gonna be reacting to another episode of Mushoku Tensei. This time is season 3's episode 2. So yeah, thankfully it hasn't been that long since I recorded the first episode. So hopefully I can do this, without not much of a lag between them. But anyway, I quite enjoyed the first episode, and I'm really looking forward to see how we, uh, keep seeing Eris progressing on her journey. Also, I am interested in her master, if you can call him that, because he's so hands off. Though, yeah, we had that scene when Ghislaine is confronting him about it, and he says something like, I regret the way that I taught you. You were like, a ferocious tiger, and now you're just a toothless kitten. I refuse to basically, take away someone else's fangs. So what exactly does he mean by that? Does he think that Ghislaine doesn't have any drive to become stronger now? I think he might be right, but also just, there is definitely something ferocious about the way that kid Ghislaine was from the very short flashbacks we saw. And she was, kind of similar to Eris. When she picks a fight with someone, she really goes a little animalistic. So there is that type of thing of like, it's not like they don't play by the rules of anyone, but more so like they don't care, like put all these obstacles, they'll still go towards you with a very straightforward attitude of like trying to destroy everything in their path between them and their target. So that's my take on what he meant on that. And basically I think he tried to mold Ghislaine too much after himself, and now he sees how she is now and is like, I shouldn't have done that. I robbed you of being more true to yourself, but also just having that hunger of that makes a true sword god. And that's what I think anyway. Yeah, we had that kid, the girl with the blue hair. Apparently, she's the master's daughter. So, she tries to bully Eris. Of course, it doesn't work. Although she got hella lucky that Eris is just super looked in on her training, because before she would have definitely beat her ass just for even looking at her wrong. So I am wondering if there's gonna be a dynamic there. If Blue Hair Girl is gonna see her in a different light, because that one boy that got beat by Eris first, I don't know if I'd say he respects her, but he definitely acknowledges how much stronger she is than the rest of the students. So yeah, not to mention we also had that with Eris basically using the memory of Orsted, just completely destroying everyone in the, what was the name of the party? Dead End? I think. And so the advice that the master gives is basically like, don't think, just train with your mind, you know, completely empty of like, you know, desire, emotion, and just, you know, things that you want to do, just completely empty it. And then rest and go back and rinse and repeat. But yeah, it seems like already some of Eris's training has bore some fruits. And she gained a sparring partner. So let's see where we go from here. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Nina. Okay, not the start I expected. Self-proclaimed rival, huh? Ooh. The directing there and just her feet moving forward. Such a lame bully. I mean, all bullies are lame. But yeah. Oh, the way she talks about him. My heart. Oh, the pressure she has to, you know, live up to the Rudius that she has on a pedestal. It hurts. I mean, the Rudy that lives inside her head, you could say, doesn't exist. Oh yeah, he's pretty famous. That's why I was a little surprised that no one heard about him last episode. Ah. This girl is kind of funny, I won't lie. Hmm. Mm-hmm. I mean, the prince part was definitely dreamed up. Okay. What? Oh, she's hilarious. Damn, a lot of people looking for him. I mean, I'm guessing this is already after the season 2 finale? Oh. Mm. Yeah. How long is the line? Is she gonna be waiting a while? Oh, wait. Did she do this? When he was introduced? Oh. Yeah, Bodyguard is introduction. I see. It's it's very fun to see this from an outsider POV. I wonder how long she was gone. Surely at least a month. Now her perspective on Eris has changed. Maybe even for sure respects her. But maybe even admires her. Since she saw a demonstration of Rudis's strength at play. Oh. Let's go. Old person in anime, don't underestimate them. Oh. Eris got that aura. Reida. Yo, look at the detail on her face. Hmm. Yeah, I like their interactions. Dragon God, yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe in her. Water King Isolde. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, what? I'm guessing that's not meant to be literal, and it's just like Eris going into the zone. Damn. Okay. I guess I didn't underestimate Isolde. Ooh, nice. She, go ahead, Nina. She does have the speed. And in one hit, oh, hmm, what is it that she's lacking? Yeah. All right. Uh, gotcha, gotcha. Oh, she's giving advice. A friend. And teacher. Right. There's a reason Gillian said that he talks in riddles. Uh, might as well. Oh, the magic she'll learn from Rudy. Oh, oh, so cool. Yeah, the choreography between, you know, the sword fighters and monsters are so fun to look at. That's nice, considering how she talked to them the first time they met. No, I think that's her trying to be nice and helping her out. She just phrases it in an unpleasant way. Hajime! Come on, you can do this, Eris. Oh, there it is. And if it was for just one moment, that was enough. Oh, the first person POV. Yay! Oh, she's so cute. Hmm. He doesn't seem that satisfied. Alright. Yeah, I like this one even more than the first episode. I really like seeing Eris just letting her guard down, even if it's just a bit, and forming connections with others. It makes me feel so proud of her. But it's not just her, right? It was Nina who also, if she hadn't changed, then Eris wouldn't have improved as much as she did by the end of the episode. So, your friends getting better makes you better in turn. I like that. Let's see what's the episode title for the next one. Life back at home. I'm guessing that we're gonna this is all we're gonna get with following Eris as the protag, and then next episode we're gonna be back to Rudy. Honestly, this is more than I expected, so I am just quite happy that we got what we did. So yeah. Yeah, so the master there at the end, Ghislaine asks, "Is this what you wanted, master?" And he doesn't seem that sure. He's just like, "I guess they're getting better." I think because it wasn't really what he was going for. It wasn't his plan. Because unlike last episode where Eris was doing everything alone, pretty much, here she's actively being tutored and, you know, she's getting feedback and just, you know, positive reinforcement, help from others, and I think that does a lot. But the master wanted her to, like he said, stay a tiger, like he met her, meaning, you know, a loner who's always prickly and very stubborn on doing things her own way. But hey, you know, she did get stronger already. You know, she's taking strides. And those strides are nothing to sneeze at. And I think it's definitely telling that every time that we've seen Eris in these 2 episodes get a little bit stronger is when she spars or just fights next to someone else. I feel like this isn't just making her a better fighter, but also just helping her become a more adjusted human. Now, whether that's gonna make her more fit to be someone to eventually, in the far future, be able to compete with Orsted, that's another conversation. But either way, I feel like this is good for Eris. This is healthy. And it is nice to see that her feelings for Rudy are not just, you know, kind of like shackling her by putting expectations on herself that she's just never gonna be able to reach due to having him in this, you know, such a high pedestal that is just almost ridiculous to a degree. You know, her self-worth not being able to match up with who he actually is. But, you know, it did come in useful. She can use those feelings and like, what's the word? Man, I'm blanking on a word, but like basically just use them as a way to help her in combat, because they do calm her down and soften her up. that journey at the beginning there with Nina was so fun. But I really liked that the more we saw of her, just, you know, the realization dawning on her that not only is Rudy the person real, his exploits as an adventurer are very much real and tangible. And so it all, clicks into place in regards to how Eris feels, but also how much effort and how much she pushes herself to not be a burden to him. And I really like that for Nina. Like, I was expecting or hoping that she'd come around on Eris, but the way it was done, it was really well executed. And she doesn't, when she comes back, she doesn't tell Eris anything. She doesn't apologize about how she used to bully her. She just starts practicing beside her, and that's that. She starts seeing her as someone deserving of her dad's teachings, but also just a fellow sword god student. Saint? And yeah, she is kind of at awe of Eris's goals, and how not only is she not, scared, or at least visibly scared from what she's seeing, nor does she seem to falter at the insurmountable mountain that Orsted feels like, or that even Nina saw Rudius as. But she just keeps on running wholeheartedly towards her goal. And yeah. Isolde was also a nice addition to this little group of people. And maybe she was lonely, her arrogance, even though it is backed up by action, she was still arrogant. But it also could be because she hadn't seen any other student that could be up to her level where she grew up and was taught at. And so getting that companionship, that also must mean something special. So yeah. There was definitely more to talk about, I feel like, on this one than the last one. It just is really sweet by the end of the episode with Nina telling Eris, remember to take a bath first. It's so sweet. And oh, my girl actually has friends. And she got them of her own accord and through her own actions and attitude. So yeah, we'll see where episode 3 takes us. But for now, this is gonna be it. So if you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe. Till next time, see ya.